Plastic, once hailed as a revolutionary material, has become an omnipresent part of our lives. From food packaging to household items, it's nearly impossible to escape its grasp. However, beneath its convenience lies a host of dangers that threaten both our health and the environment. Here are 8 reasons why we need to minimize plastic use, particularly in food-related contexts. 8. Chemical leaching. Chemical leaching refers to the process by which chemicals from plastic materials migrate into the substances they come into contact with, such as food and beverages. Plastics are composed of various chemicals, some of which are intentionally added during manufacturing, while others are byproducts of the production process or contaminants from the environment. When plastics interact with food or liquids, especially under conditions of heat or acidity, these chemicals can leach out and contaminate the contents. One of the most well-known chemicals associated with plastic leaching is bisphenol A, BPA, which has been widely used in the production of plastics for decades. BPA is commonly found in food and beverage containers, including water bottles, food storage containers, and the lining of canned goods. Research has shown that BPA can disrupt hormone levels in the body and may have adverse effects on human health, particularly in developing fetuses and infants. In addition to BPA, other chemicals present in plastics, such as phthalates, styrene, and polyethylene terephthalate, PT, can also leach into food and beverages. These chemicals have been linked to various health concerns, including reproductive problems, metabolic disorders, and certain types of cancer. 7. Endocrine disruption. Endocrine disruption refers to the interference or alteration of the body's endocrine system, which is responsible for regulating various physiological processes through the secretion of hormones. Plastics contain chemicals known as endocrine-disrupting compounds, EDCs, that can mimic or interfere with the body's natural hormones, leading to dysregulation of hormonal balance and disruption of normal bodily functions. One of the primary concerns regarding endocrine disruption from plastics is the presence of chemicals such as bisphenol A, BPA, phthalates, and other additives used in plastic production. These chemicals can leach out of plastic products and enter the body through ingestion, inhalation, or skin contact. Once inside the body, they can interfere with hormone signaling pathways, leading to a range of adverse health effects. 6. Microplastics. Despite their minuscule size, microplastics wield a significant threat to both human health and the environment. Microplastics can be found virtually everywhere on Earth, from the depths of the oceans to remote mountain ranges. They are present in soil, water bodies, the atmosphere, and even in organisms. This widespread distribution highlights the pervasive nature of plastic pollution and its far-reaching impacts. Microplastics originate from various sources, including the breakdown of larger plastic items such as bottles, bags, and fishing gear, as well as from the abrasion of synthetic textiles, tire wear, and the fragmentation of plastic waste. Additionally, microbeads used in personal care products like exfoliating scrubs and toothpaste contribute to microplastic pollution. Microplastics pose serious threats to marine and terrestrial ecosystems. They can be ingested by a wide range of organisms, from plankton to whales, causing physical harm, blocking digestive tracts, and interfering with feeding and reproduction. Microplastics can also absorb and transport toxic chemicals and pathogens, potentially magnifying their impact on ecosystems. 5. Unknown chemicals. Many microplastics harbor chemicals that have not undergone thorough safety testing. Regulatory loopholes leave us uncertain about the potential risks posed by these untested substances, raising concerns about the long-term effects of plastic pollution on human health. 4. Heat amplifies leaching. Heat amplifies the leaching of harmful chemicals from plastic products, posing potential risks to human health. When plastics are subjected to elevated temperatures, such as during cooking or heating in the microwave, the rate at which chemicals migrate from the plastic into food or beverages increases significantly. This phenomenon is particularly concerning because it can lead to higher levels of chemical exposure, potentially exacerbating the health effects associated with these substances. One of the primary concerns related to heat-induced leaching is the release of chemicals like bisphenol A, BPA, and phthalates, which are commonly used in the production of plastic products. BPA, in particular, has been associated with various health problems, including hormonal disruptions, reproductive disorders, and developmental abnormalities. Phthalates, on the other hand, have been linked to adverse effects on reproductive health, respiratory issues, and metabolic disorders. Exposure to these chemicals is heightened when plastic containers or wraps come into contact with hot or acidic foods, as the heat and acidity can accelerate the breakdown of the plastic and facilitate the migration of chemicals into the food. Additionally, microwaving food in plastic containers can increase the risk of chemical leaching, as the heat generated by the microwave can cause the plastic to soften and release harmful substances. 3. Environmental impact. The environmental toll of plastic production is staggering. From the release of toxic gases during manufacturing to the disruption of ecosystems, plastic production exacts a heavy price on the planet. Additionally, plastic pollution poses a threat to marine life and contributes to climate change, underscoring the urgent need for sustainable alternatives. 2. Single-use plastics. Items like plastic bags, straws, and disposable cutlery may be used fleetingly, but their impact persists for centuries. These single-use plastics clog landfills, litter our oceans, and harm wildlife, highlighting the urgent need to reduce our reliance on disposable plastic products. 1. Long decomposition time. Plastics take hundreds of years to decompose, perpetuating their presence in the environment long after their intended use. Plastics constitute a significant portion of municipal solid waste, with millions of tons being discarded every year worldwide. Because plastics degrade at an exceedingly slow rate, they accumulate in landfills, occupying valuable space and contributing to the longevity of these waste disposal sites. As landfills reach capacity, the need for additional landfill space becomes a pressing issue, leading to further environmental degradation and land use conflicts. A substantial amount of plastic waste finds its way into oceans and waterways through improper disposal, littering, and runoff from land. Once in aquatic environments, plastics persist for centuries, posing serious threats to marine life, ecosystems, and human activities. Marine animals often mistake plastic debris for food, leading to ingestion, entanglement, and suffocation, with devastating consequences for biodiversity and ecosystem health. Over time, larger plastic items undergo mechanical breakdown and degradation into smaller fragments known as microplastics. These microscopic particles can persist in the environment for extended periods, posing additional challenges to wildlife and human health. Microplastics have been found in various ecosystems, including freshwater bodies, soil, and even the air, highlighting the pervasive nature of plastic pollution and its far-reaching impacts. Plastics release a variety of chemicals and additives as they degrade, some of which may be harmful to human health. As plastics break down into smaller particles, these chemicals can leach into the surrounding environment, contaminating soil, water, and food sources. Human exposure to plastic-derived chemicals through food and water consumption raises concerns about potential health risks, including endocrine disruption, reproductive disorders, and cancer. Addressing the issue of plastic waste and its long decomposition time requires concerted efforts at the individual, community, and global levels. Minimizing plastic use, especially for food-related purposes, is crucial for our health and the well-being of our planet. Opt for reusable non-plastic alternatives whenever possible to protect both ourselves and the environment. Get rid of all the plastics in your home that you use for food. Grow and live better and healthier. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.